talk about the XWF.
All right, now it's time to get into XWF, the final episode.
Question mark? 'Cause who knows? This might be what they needed to put out the rest of the series, James.
Yeah, I mean, this was really going to make a lot of money for him.
And for us.
Yeah, indeed.
Of course, we usually go over some Observer stuff, but I'm going to go over it at the end of the review because it's mostly about really the end days for the XWF. So we'll just talk about the show first.
Observers, is that new?
I was going to try it out this week at the end of the show.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good idea.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Well, Brian Knobs is here.
Fuck.
Guess Jimmy Hart just left or something.
Well, so his explanation here is that Jimmy Hart couldn't make it because he's out scouting for new talent. For what?
Well, for episode 4, buddy.
For XWF 2, it's coming back, brother.
This DVD came out 4 years after. What the fuck is he scouting talent
He's still
for?
scouting. He's scouting. He's always scouting.
That's my excuse to not fucking hang out with Brian Knobs too. I'm out scouting talent, Daddy.
Well, Brian Knobs gives us the rundown for this episode for some reason. I don't know why we had to be convinced. We bought the DVD. We're going to watch it.
We're on disc number 3.
We're watching the show.
Let me tell you something.
We get the XWF intro here that showcases all the stars.
It pretty much gives the whole show.
Yeah, the intro shows the show that's about to happen.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys? The only thing that I'm unsure about, and I thought we would see during this, and maybe you can remind me, when was the Kiss Demon on this show?
Was he? I don't think he was.
He's in the fucking intro.
It might have been on like one of the unreleased joints.
Oh, because there's well, that's also something we'll talk about at the end, is that how many of these did not show that Cage Match has results for?
Yeah, they did house shows, did a little run, right?
Yeah,
they went to Puerto Rico, did something.
There was a big Puerto Rico versus XWF angle.
Yeah, probably booked by Dutch Mantel. He loved doing that shit.
And Jimmy Hart.
So it shows a video of what happened last time on XWF, which we recommend you listen to our podcast episode on it, because you wouldn't be able to see it anyways, because everything is covered in fucking fire.
Dude, the first thing they show is Sable talking, and she is engulfed in flames.
You can't see anything.
What's wrong with this fucking thing, man? Yeah, it's Sable asking Roddy Piper if he still wants to wrestle, Vampiro thanking Sable for believing in them, and then Kurt Hennig cheating to win and Piper threatening him with a chair.
Well, Tony Schiavone and Jerry Lawler are here with the bombastic kitten.
Is that who that is?
That's what it said. It was not kitty.
That's what they say. They say kitten.
Oh,
they say
okay.
kitten.
Yeah, this isn't kitty. This is kitten.
All right, dude.
To run down the card that Brian Knobs also ran down earlier. I have been run down twice. I've seen an intro that shows everything that's going to happen. I don't know how much else you can show me here, to be honest with you.
And then there's an in-between where he's going to tell you more later, dude.
Oh, he does. Yeah. Shut up. Oh, by the way, I was looking up XWF Kiss Demon, right? And I found this XWF Kiss Demon guitar pick you can buy on eBay.
What? Gene Simmons' first promotional guitar pick for the XWF Wrestling? This is definitely not Gene Simmons, first of all.
It's the Kiss Demon.
It's only $14. This is mine. I'm going to buy it right now on air. Here we go. Buy it now.
Oh, my.
Here we go. This is the first time ever happened on the pod that a purchase from eBay is being made. Confirmed purchase. Here we go. $14. Worth every goddamn penny to retain the history of the XWF. And there it is. Please refresh to confirm.
I don't know how they...
Oh, you got the Gene Simmons promotional guitar pick.
It's out of stock. Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe
the Gene Simmons guitar promotional pick from XWF.
A hidden relic on eBay that we just sniped, boys. It's ours.
It came so fast, and now it's gone.
Well, Mean Gene introduces Rena, and she's with the Shield.
Dude, okay. I didn't. Later on, Brian Knobs says who these three guys are, and I still don't know if I believe who he's said
lying.
that they are. Yeah, he is. Right?
He's lying.
Dude, should we talk about that here, or what he talks about?
No, we'll talk about it. Just remember that the Shield came out here. Three dudes, huge guys, and we'll talk about it a little bit later.
Yes. everyone behind the commentators, by the way, are all wearing XWF shirts. And oddly enough, you can also see that they all have shirts underneath this. It's very weird.
That is weird. You think it was just very cold in the arena? That's what I was thinking.
It was November.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's probably central heat in that bitch, I'll tell you that.
No fucking way.
So we have the Arena Town Hall where she comes out and she talks to Mean Gene Okerlund about Roddy Piper.
She's looking fantastic, by the way.
Dude, yeah. I mean, we've talked about it a little bit before on this, but when she came back to the WWF,
somehow hotter
than before.
Yeah, unbelievable.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
That's why they tuned into this. If it's wow,
holy shit! Who's this Rena chick? Wow,
Rena Marrow. I'm not sure who that is.
Yeah, that's weird.
Right here.
So Mean Gene asked her about the Roddy Piper stuff.
Yeah, can't be happy about what he's been doing.
I just want to remind everybody, this is episode 3. We already have disgruntled upper office here. I don't exactly understand.
Episode 2 ended with a big turmoil at the end, right?
Her yelling at Roddy Piper, yes.
Yeah.
Well, she says she's not going to air the dirty laundry of the XWF.
Dirty laundry? I think that says it all, Mean Gene says.
It's been 2 fucking weeks. How is there any dirty laundry? What's going on here? Maybe they have something going on in the back that they were going to go forward with in the next couple of weeks. Where do you guys think this was leading to?
It was just I imagine it's just power struggle between Piper and Sable, right?
I think it's leading to Piper wrestling again in another match.
Team Piper against Team Sable for control of the XWF.
This can't fucking happen. Every place that runs in Universal Studios or some fucking soundstage like this cannot fucking do a power struggle thing. TNA did that for 20 years.
Well, James, if I was Sable, I think my team would be the Millionaires Club, and then Piper, I think, would have the New Blood, or maybe flip-flop those. Sable like the New Talent, so maybe the New Blood and the Millionaires Club.
Yes, yes, that makes sense.
Or the Elite, you think, maybe?
The New Blood. I think you're onto something there, actually. Okay. I like that.
Rena says she doesn't make the matches. I don't understand why not.
You make the matches? I don't make the matches.
What do you say you do here, Rena?
Well, yeah, it's Piper's job to make the matches. She's just the CEO and the president at the same time.
Yes, she's the owner and runs the show and all that, but she's not the matchmaker. Just want to make sure.
So what do you do? What are you doing here?
I come out here every week and I tell you how much that I fucking hate this place.
Well, Hacksaw Jim Duggan is here.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Before the Hacksaw, they don't even. They said there's no main event tonight. There's no main event.
Oh, dude. Okay, yeah. So Sable says, Mean Gene asks about the main event. He says, do we have a main event? And someone yells no from the crowd, and he was fucking right. Sable says, it's not my place to make the matches, and then starts rubbing Mean Gene's arms for some reason. The crowd goes, ooh. Means she's gonna fuck her. Right?
They have the show no main event booked at all. They don't know what's happening. Waiting for Piper to make the main event.
Yeah, Sable says because of the emails and the phone calls that have been flooding the XWF office. This is episode 3. It's apparent what the fans want to see. She doesn't know what it is though, so she's gonna go ask Roddy Piper what it is.
She hasn't been checking or answering any of those calls or emails.
She just sees that they're coming in.
A lot of them.
I just deleted all of them. Yeah.
And Mean Gene asks, "Can he tag along?" And she says, "Sure." And they both leave together. Anyway, Jim Duggan's here. Oh!
XWF!
XWF! No, Prima Donna's allowed! Oh!
Well, the XWF brother is the best kept secret in wrestling, dude.
Dude, I can't believe they have more new Hogan ones. The one later is my favorite one of all of them.
Well, I love how it's Hacksaw Jim Duggan saying no prima donnas allowed, and it immediately cuts to Hulk Hogan. The XWF brother.
The best kept secret of pro wrestling, dude. It's because no one's going to see it, brother.
Well, next up we have Marty Jannetty versus Dresden.
I've been hearing a lot about this Dresden from Germany. Please remember that he's from Germany.
Goddamn, please remember that. So the South Philly posse is here.
Who the hell's this?
This is the Public Enemy.
Ah, of course. Rocco Rock. Jasmine.
Pookie. I don't know her name. They called her something in this episode.
Well, Jasmine St. Clair. Come on, legend in the business, bro. She's done like crazy gangbangs.
Oh, that stinking, nasty, fucking. This bitch goes on record and says, New Jack snorts coke. Okay, check it out. Snorting coke. Or getting fucked by 360-some guys in one day.
Gangbang.
Yeah, but what did they call her? It wasn't Jasmine St. Clair. I think
it was just Jasmine, wasn't it?
I swear it was something else. But
They probably
maybe,
had a nickname for it, but I
Jasmine.
think they call her
Maybe it was
Jasmine.
Jazzy is what it was. Maybe her name was Jazzy.
I like Pookie more, though. We can
Pookie
keep
is
going
awesome,
Pookie.
yeah. Someone's going to come in, not in DPW, I'll tell you that, but someone should come in with a name Pookie and somewhere else. It'd be awesome.
Pookie should come in the locker room and beat everybody up. Pookie's fucking everyone up.
Yeah, man. South Philly Posse's here. We'll talk about them a little bit later. They have a match, and it's
Sadly, we will be talking about
it's
them
awful,
later.
man. Yeah, we'll
It's
talk
unbelievably
about it.
bad.
Well, first, we got to get to the good matches, right?
Well, that's true. They pretty much don't say shit here. They say Orlando, Florida reminds them of Philadelphia, which is fucking insane to say, by the way. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Universal Studios is just like Philly. Yeah, it's true.
Rocco Rock he walks up to Johnny Grunge, who is standing in front of Jasmine, and Rocco Rock says, "Hey, where's Jasmine?" And Jasmine takes one step forward and says, "I'm right here."
Yo.
And then she says, "Of course you're having a good time here, Rocco, because Universal Studios is now the official home of the XWF, and as long as the SPP is here, which is South Philly Posse, this program is going to be rated X." And then they all take a turn saying a letter X, W, L. That's not right. Lottie Dottie, welcome to the party.
It's going to be a fun
like
time.
party.
So we have Marty Jannetty versus Dresden.
Marty Jannetty coming out to a Last Resort cover.
With his sunglasses on.
The
Jimmy Hart special, bro.
Hell yeah.
That's a skill, man.
He was great at it, man. I wish he would have just stayed in wrestling to do that instead of doing all this other bullshit.
Yeah, you're right.
So Dresden is here. Dresden is a very tall, very gassed individual.
Blonde.
His gimmick is he is not a Nazi. Do you understand what I'm saying? He is not a Nazi, all right?
No way he's a Nazi. He's a big blonde German with an iron cross on his gear.
He's not a Nazi. His gimmick is he's not a Nazi.
He's just a big German.
Yeah,
come on,
Heidenreich,
guys.
right? He's just Heidenreich, right?
Heidenreich.
He likes chocolate?
Also, that's a great gimmick, actually.
Dresden, by the way, is the capital city of Germany.
Oh,
And they
I
replaced
see.
the S with a Z.
Well, that's pretty fucking cool.
He is not a Nazi, man.
Well, no way. He's big blonde German with
a
iron
Z in his-
cross. That's fine,
Which could mean
bro.
anything, really.
It's all fucking good. Yeah, that's the Harris brothers. That's the same fucking problem.
Yeah, that's don't ask him to look at the tattoos, I'll tell you that. So Dresden here has all the best moves, of course.
Name all 5 of them. If you can figure out 5 of them.
Sorry, I only got one written down here.
What'd you write down? Body slam? I think he does.
Body slam, and I actually wrote out 2 body slam and powerbomb, Tony.
That's all you need,
Oh,
brother.
yeah, that's all you need, bro.
That is all you got. There's one fan in the crowd during or after Dresden's entrance that says, "You ain't nothing," and then it cuts away from him, and you can hear him yell, "You ain't shit."
Boy, that's to put it mildly, King. Take a look at this awesome specimen and the way he walks in the ring, the shades, the dark leather coat.
USA.
Somehow Dresden does not get the USA chant. He's the big heel German guy, but somebody later gets a gigantic USA
Dude, what
chant.
the
Well, because,
Whole
dude.
fucking match.
Yeah, you're right. That USA chant's crazy now. But Dresden makes quick work of Marty Jannetty here.
Oh, come on, man. Marty Jannetty looking just like Rick Martel for some reason.
I don't understand why they did this to Marty Jannetty, who hit him with a patented 2 super kicks in a row and it did nothing.
That's what he always did. The 2 super kicks, no sell into big
2
boots.
super kick, cut off, get fucked, packed driver by Dresden.
Yeah, flying nothing into bear hug by Dresden and then loads him up for the power bomb, of course.
You have to like really hand it to the XWF here. They found the juiciest, biggest white dudes they could find. I mean, literally the biggest
You're
dudes
right.
they could find. They like walked in to like an Arnold or something and was like, "All right, these are the guys we're using."
Who is dripping juice that we can fucking... 'Cause you're right. And Ian Harrison, Dresden.
Dude, somehow Dresden is better than Ian Harrison.
That's
the
true.
British Storm.
You are right. That is
Dude,
crazy.
Well, he's a main event guy, and Dresden's just a little shitty opening act.
you're
so.
right. You're right.
Dude, I cannot wait to talk about Ian Harrison, the British Storm.
There's another big guy that I can't wait to talk about that Jimmy Hart's friends with here.
And his name is crazy.
His name is... it could be anything.
Could be anything. So Dresden beats Marty Jannetty with a powerbomb, picking up the big W, heading towards the main event scene at record speed.
Who do you think? Because obviously it's the end here, and I guess maybe we can see later what who else he ends up working. But who was Dresden being built up for? You think all these big dudes were being built up to lose to Hogan?
It was
Yeah,
Hogan.
right?
Yeah.
That's just the old school way they did it. Just build dudes up to get beat by Hogan.
Yeah, absolutely.
wow.
Monster of the
That's
Week
crazy.
type booking, yeah.
Sure, yeah. Not
And
always
it worked.
bad.
And like that, it worked for
Not
Hogan.
always bad, sure.
So we go backstage. Greg the Hammer Valentine, otherwise known as the Triple H Mind Faction character, just came out.
Looks just like him.
Goes to Roddy Piper's locker room door and starts screaming that he's not on the show tonight.
I'm
Yeah,
not booked.
I'm not booked, Viper. Yeah, I know you're in there. I don't see my name on the fucking board. I'm not booked. You said the XWF was for everybody. Well, I'm Greg the Hammer Valentine, and I proved that I've done it a lot in this business.
That's
And
not
I'll
a
get
lot,
the
damn
dog
it.
collar out.
Yeah, don't you remember the dog collar? Yeah. I thought XWF was for everybody. Everyone except you, brother.
Not you, dude.
Yeah, well, probably not me either, dude. But we will have to see about that one, brother.
It was in Hogan's contract that he didn't sign that they couldn't book Greg Valentine.
So Greg Valentine's gimmick for 3 episodes was I'm not on this fucking show.
He was a bitch. They fucking punked Greg Valentine out for 3 weeks and then killed the company.
It's because he's Brian Knobb's brother-in-law.
Oh, of course. Can't push
Yeah.
the brother-in-law, of course. Well, Piper is not in the locker room that Greg Valentine is yelling towards. Piper's behind him, listening to him, and he pats him on the back and then walks by him and goes in the locker room. And
He has to check all the emails and calls.
They're constantly
right.
coming in talking about Dresden.
Well, boys, we get another banger here tonight. We get
This
Horace Hogan versus Josh Matthews.
A match that I genuinely could say with all of my heart that I have never, ever predicted would happen.
This is a legit once-in-a-lifetime matchup, man.
First, if this was a first-time ever graphic on Twitter, I would have retweeted it. I'll tell you that much.
Like, this has only happened here. This has never happened in fucking any sim booking game. This has never happened in Universe Mode.
No, never.
This is legit.
You're right.
This is
The
inspired
stars had
booking.
to align for them two to be in the same promotion at the same time.
And it happened. Like,
And it happened.
This is it right here, man.
Josh Matthews looks like a CAW from SVR 1.
With the
Yeah,
pants?
me as a CAW or me as a yarder, pretty much.
Blue long sleeve, soaking wet necklace, silver and blue flame, high spots tights.
Horace has pants that say Horace on them.
Ooh,
That's right. And this match is this is great. So
an awesome match. Thank you.
I mean, what else
One
could
of
you
the
ask for
greatest,
here?
the history of XWF, if you'll remember this.
Josh Matthews is he was on Tough Enough. He had every trainer in the world. He had Triple H shitting a brick down his throat regularly.
Kurt
And,
Angle, Lita.
It all led him here to Horace Hogan in the XWF, where Horace with horse pants kicks his fucking ass.
The first thing that Josh gets hit with is a Horace Hogan axe bomber. You're fucked, bitch.
That's it, bro. Welcome to Japan, motherfucker.
Get
That's
the
real.
fuck outta here. Dude, on commentary, they say that Horace Hogan's why he's in the XWF is because he wants to reestablish the Hogan name. I think Horace Hogan should come back in 2023 and reestablish the Hogan name.
You
That'd
should
be
reestablish
awesome.
the Horace name, brother. We're done with the Hogan name. It's time to get your own name.
All
dude.
caps Horace.
I would fucking, that'd be sick, bro. Horace coming in with the heat.
Why not? I think he could
Pants
beat up a whole
with
locker
his
room.
name on it.
Yeah.
You think so?
I think, dude, look at this guy.
Yeah, I wonder what he looks like nowadays.
Oh, look at this picture I found. This is him right here.
No fucking way.
Wait,
Is this
USA,
him?
Mr. USA?
Wow.
That's it. Well, I don't
he
know
still
when this
has the-
was.
He has the Balea Classic goatee.
Where did you find this?
I just said Horace Hogan today. I just Googled it. It's from
right.
2020.
I search Horace Hogan and all I find is Deadlock.
Which is right. Horace Hogan versus Josh Matthews, 1 T in his last name.
First time ever, once in a lifetime match.
Never again.
Yeah, Horace kicks his ass. Josh gets a sunset flip, tries to go for a pin. Horace falls like 3 times.
Horace teabags.
Like 3 times.
And then 1031's him.
Yeah, he picks him up and sends him straight to fucking hell. This is like Farouk style if Farouk really hated you.
Which I'm sure Horace Hogan did hate Josh Matthews because he knew he had to put him over tonight.
Well, he fell
Yeah,
like
you're
3
right.
tibiz and he said, we have to, look, brother, you're going to
Yeah.
learn real quick about this business. I'm going to tell you that.
Horace fell 3 times and blamed it on Josh.
Yeah, welcome to the biz.
Get fucked.
And Josh Matthews actually ends up rolling him up and winning the match.
He does, yeah, dude. He gets a inside cradle. Josh wins. He kills the Hogan name forever. Unbelievable.
You know, man, I would say that the crowd went crazy for this, but to be completely honest with you, the crowd was at peak volume the entire show. They never were down
they
somehow.
Love this fucking company, James. They love this shit.
They were never down. They were legit at peak, like, yeah. It was
For
like
everything.
fucking lock up.
Dude, hell yeah, dude. I mean, Josh would do a double X handle, and it would be like Hogan just slammed Andre. It was unbelievable.
I could not tell you one thing Tony Schiavone or Jerry Lawler said on this show.
It was so
because
loud.
The crowd was so. They were just there for the show,
Yeah.
baby. They were just there for the show. They were for the show, baby.
The XWF fights were in full fucking force here, bro. There was even a sign in the crowd that was ready for Josh to lose, and they showed it, and then they quickly cut away from it. It said Josh was robbed, but he won the match.
So Jimmy Hart is here, and he's going to tell you a list of people he's managed that are way better than this guy that's currently standing behind him.
Do you know what he said at the beginning here? Because he said it so fucking fast, I couldn't figure out what it actually was. He said, here's the smartest man in professional wrestling, Ali Mura. I don't know what he fucking said.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I'm the smartest man in professional wrestling, and why am I?
Daddy, Randy Savage, Bret Hart, Jerry Lawler, Honky Tonk Man, the Rougeau brothers. All right, man.
You're getting a little out there. Yeah, all right.
Is it because I was in the ring with Jimmy Coffin? Jimmy Coffin.
One of the greatest ever.
Or it's because Jimmy Hart creates brand new superstars, and standing next to me, this man weighs 340 pounds. He stands 6'9", and I call him Hell. What?
His name is Hell.
I call him Hell, and before it's over, Jimmy Hart's gonna take you to hell and back. This guy's name is Hale. He's been introduced. He's wrestled on the show.
He's
this is
been
Hale.
on the show before. Hale
He's
is
not
his name.
No. This is Hell. The other guy's Hale. This is his brother.
His brother.
This is his brother, Hale.
Hell versus dude. This is a blood runs cold situation. Here. Oh my god.
This is Undertaker and Kane of the XWF.
Oh my
Hell
god.
and Hell.
And Jimmy Hart's playing Paul Bear.
And and if you're from the South, they sound the same. Hell and Hell. Like I say Hell
shit.
and Hell. I don't say Hail and Hell.
You don't say Hale?
I say Hell and Hell. Because I don't like enunciate a lot of shit like that. So like Hell and Hell.
XWF was made for you then, brother.
Well, sadly, it died before it allowed me to hype it up.
They let him do this promo and then aired it like this, where he says the wrong name.
That's the right name.
No, it's not.
Hell. Yeah, what's wrong with you, Hell?
And I call him Hell.
This motherfucker's name is Hell. That's awesome.
Dude, even behind him it says Hail.
Hey,
in the
look, man.
shot.
Dude, that's just what Jimmy Hart calls him, dude. I call him Dave, brother.
That's Vampiro, dude.
Hell and Hell, brother? No,
shit.
that's Dave, brother. That's my boy
Fucking-
Dave, dude.
Dave. Who was Hale again? Was it Emery Hale?
Emery
That's-
Hale.
Emery Hale.
I cannot. Emery Hale is not his fucking name.
Emerosa Hell.
The jacket that Jimmy Hart is wearing also says Hale.
Yeah, Hell.
No.
Right. You call him whatever you want, brother. That's Dave to me, dude.
The XWF dude. Best kept secret of hell, Hale.
So now we have another great match. We have Shane Twins
we don't.
versus South Philly Posse.
Now, boys, we've watched a lot of. This is episode 212 of
I'm
the
glad we're on the
Deadlock
same
podcast.
page.
We
I already know you're going to say it. I'm glad we're on the
we
same
have
page here.
watched an unbelievable amount of wrestling, including tag team wrestling.
Too much.
Yeah.
Too much, you're right. And I think, and I don't think this is too crazy to say, this could be the worst match of all time.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
My
My first thing when I saw the entrance, man, was I cannot believe I'm seeing the Public Enemy wrestle on this show.
And they don't do anything that the Public Enemy were known for. There's no tables. There's no moonsaults. They do 10 minutes, maybe 15 it felt like, of limb work to the Shane Twins.
They almost do a moonsault. They missed, though.
Oh!
Oh, yeah, I want to talk about that. That's
God,
just sick.
please
Oh,
do.
also, Jazzy's
Yes.
here.
Oh my God, Pookie!
Oh my God! Pussy! Dude, he says, oh, you think Jasmine's ever got involved and hit people in a match? And Tony Schiavone says, I don't know. And Lawler says, oh, I'd like a bust in the mouth from her, wouldn't you?
My brother, you could ask.
Probably fucking crazies.
Bitch, I heard you had to ice down your pussy for 2 days because you got fucked.
Get it right,
I'm
SPP.
sorry. Yeah, of course, which is one of the
Yeah, you know me.
SP2. SP Dub. Come on, man. It's too easy. That ECW run really got them an entire career worth of bookings.
Them coming out to fucking Hot Stepper and having the fans wave their arms back and forth gave them a whole life.
An entire career. Yeah, for real. Two people. An entire career.
Yeah, you're right, James.
So we start off this match here. One of the Shane twins dudes like hits the ropes off an Irish whip at the beginning, immediately strips one of the turnbuckles, just raw dog. You can hear it go.
It is so loud. I legit wrote down the same thing. It's so fucking loud. This is, of course, Todd Shane and his brother Todd Shane. Hell.
Hell.
Hell and Hell.
The Shane twins.
Shane twins.
Hell Shane.
Hell Shane. Hell Shane.
Oh my God.
And then fades into South Philly posse.
Yes, of
South
course.
Bronx Street posse.
Let me tell you something about these dudes, man. So you got the Shane twins here. They're pretty big dudes. Like they're bald. They're fucking wearing singlets. They're juiced. They're gassed, right?
To go along with what you said earlier, James, they found dudes that were gigantic and they were going to push them.
Yeah, man. Except for then they had the South Philly posse get heat on the two biggest, juiciest gorillas they could fucking find. And it's just ridiculous looking. Stand up! Stand up! Just get up!
They get walked, dude. You're right. Like, legit limb work the whole time. They work over Todd Shane and Todd Shane's knee for the whole
Just
fucking
stand
match.
up.
God
And
damn
what's funny
it.
about the whole thing, the leg wasn't even the finish of the match either. So like, I don't know why they worked the
and
leg
the
the
Public
entire
Enemy
time.
don't have a fucking submission. They don't do anything with this shit. And it's not like the Shane twins were known for their fucking top rope maneuvers or anything. What are you doing? Dude, on commentary, Shivani's talking about not knowing which one is which either. He says, oh, it's like, it's kind of like the Harris twins before one of them grew hair out. And Lawler says, oh, yeah, they're now known as the Harry twins.
Go back to the WWF, man.
Dude,
go back.
to hell. Go to
You
fucking
aren't built for
hell.
this, man. Everyone here is bald.
This is a bald territory.
You're not gonna fuck out of here. So Rocco Rock goes for the patented moonsault maneuver.
Dude, please describe this in detail because this is unbelievable.
I've never seen this before. So he was able to go at half speed, 0.5 speed Rocco Rock here, where he literally at some like in middle of him running the ropes to do this.
Lion salt.
Lion salt, correct. He walks, and then it's like gravity in AEW when he makes his entrance. Yes. That's Rocco Rock here. He jumps up on the rope. He goes up, and he went up, and I said, "Look, I don't know if he's gonna make that one. That's gonna be a tough one."
He does not. He does not fucking make it. No.
And he gets about halfway up there, and it looks like he's about to go down headfirst into the mat. And thankfully, the right hand side of his body does go a little bit more over, and he smacks himself beast style on the right hand side of his body.
If Hale Shane had not moved, Rocco Rock would have been paralyzed here because he's a thick guy. So Rocco Rock on the rest of his turn to not kill himself here would have just landed neck first on the body of this fucking guy and died.
Well, we got a whole situation about to happen here, fellas.
Oh my god, this is fucked up.
So
this is so fucked up.
The Shane twins finally get the big hot tag, right? This is the pivotal point of the tag match, right?
House of Fire.
Sure, yeah.
All right, well, let's cut that off real quick because the Nasty Boys are out here. And oh my god, wait, the Road Warriors are out here too!
Dude, the Nasty Boys wobble down the ramp, and then all of a sudden it cuts to the ring, cuts back. The Road Warriors are now fighting with the Nasty Boys.
I didn't even know they were here. They like no-clipped out of nowhere. The Road Warriors did. I didn't even know they were out there.
Yeah, what the fuck? And then the Shane twins just win!
Yes, that's correct.
What did he do?
Flash pin going on.
Yeah,
the,
flash pin, that's
my
right.
God.
Yeah, a little flash
like the
pin
one
action.
we saw before, right?
Sure,
the match before.
So the Shane twins suck and can't beat anybody legitimately.
Well, the South Philly Posse is one of the most legendary trios in the history of wrestling.
All those titles that they got.
Yeah, there are a lot of them. And of course, at the end, the Road Warriors and the Shane twins stand tall.
Pass the torch.
Back to the Road Warriors.
Yeah,
Shane
of
Twitch
course.
said the whole day outside of the Road Warriors. These are the guys.
Shane
right here,
Twitch
brother.
passed the torch back.
There you go,
maybe
buddy.
You guys aren't ready for this.
We'll take that back.
Road Warriors
has
said,
that
give
ever
me that
happened?
torch. Give me that torch.
We're gonna take that back, brother. And of course, we cut to the wall.
The wall, brother.
Oh my God! You don't want to slam into this wall, brother. I hear you.
He does say that.
I hear you.
Yeah, he says that.
You don't want to be slamming into this wall because I'm gonna be in your face in the XWF. All right, man. Go to TNA. You go to
Yeah,
TNA
man,
now.
you be all right, TNA. Well, next up, we got Superfly Jimmy Snuka's Town Hall.
Dude, Mean Gene introduces Jimmy Snuka, who comes out to the beautiful people.
That's his son's song.
They introduce him as Jimmy Snuka with his son, superstar Jimmy Snuka Jr.
That's the goat.
Superfly Jimmy Snuka and superstar Jimmy Snuka Jr. Okay,
Jimmy
just making
Snuka
sure.
Jr.? That's Mr. Not for real. Like, don't even mess with this guy, man.
You know who he goes on to be, of course.
Yeah, who's he going to be? Sean Maluda.
No, not Sean Malone, though. He is based. He goes on to be Deuce.
Oh, great. I wasn't watching at that point, so
Deuce and Domino and Cherry? Come on, bro.
I
They
mean,
were
I
like
know
the,
them, but they were like the Sonic employees.
they were like the Bashams of their era.
Dude. All right. So, Jimmy Snuka Jr.
Junior, please get that shit
Yeah,
right.
I did get it
Thank
right.
you. Good.
Mean Gene informs Jimmy Snuka and the crowd here that an alien has been found in Mexico.
Well, brother.
Jimmy Snuka
I love
says,
that alien, brother.
Jimmy Snuka says, rest in peace, that little alien. And Mean Gene says, Jimmy, I didn't say it was a dead alien. And Jimmy said, you got me there.
You finally caught me.
Roddy Piper comes out and says,
Where's the bodies, Jimmy?
all right, anyway, Roddy Piper comes out. Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper
I
comes
know
out.
you know some shit, Deuce.
We're not letting you leave, brother.
No way.
We got you right where we want you, dude.
In your
Roddy
face.
says after 20 years, brother, we finally got your ass. Roddy goes out
Oh my god.
and he roasts Jimmy Snuka for like 5 straight minutes.
I got that lovely bunch of coconuts.
What are you talking about?
Just dancing on the fucking stage, yeah. Every company that Roddy Piper and Jimmy Snuka have ever been in together all lead to, hey, you remember when I hit you with a fucking coconut?
Yes, yes, we do.
Yes, I know, goddammit. I know you did.
Mean Gene, for some reason, then calls out Roddy Piper to come fight Jimmy Snuka in the ring right now.
Me and Gene is a fucking instigator, man.
He is an
What's
instigator.
wrong with him, man? Roddy Piper's talking shit, and Me and Gene says, Piper, this is my place, but if you feel confident you can do something against me, why don't you come fight him? And Piper says, what the fuck? Who the fuck are you to tell me shit, man? He said, I'd hit him with a coconut, I'll be glad to come down there, but the boss won't let me.
It then randomly cuts to a close-up of Jimmy Snuka's face off the skimmies. Like, what is even that? This isn't even from the
He's
same
having a-
segment.
He's having a flashback of meeting an alien.
It's not from the same segment because I think Roddy Piper said, "Where are the bodies, Jimmy?"
It's like Lance Storm turning his head. Lance Storm turning his head when you interrupt the anthem. I don't know, brother.
Why don't you ask Jimmy Snuka Jr.?
He's diving at his son.
Dad!
I got dementia, brother. Ask Junior.
It's even better to watch the GIF that you uploaded just repeat over and over and over.
Dude, it's insane, Tony. It's not from the same segment. The audio switch
there's
is
no way. There's no way.
dude. They didn't even like overlay
Is it really? I didn't
B-roll
even
style.
notice that.
The audio dips and then comes back up when it cuts back to the thing. It's crazy, dude.
How many times have you tweeted this game?
Where are the bodies, brother?
I didn't know you looked right to the camera. That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy, bro.
Dude, yeah,
You know
unreal.
too much, bro.
Unreal good. But you've been interrogated at XWF.
In your face, brother.
So Rena is now up here with the shield at the ramp. And Rena says, nah, man, that's cool. I'd like to see Roddy Piper, Jimmy Snuka. Maybe draw a house here, brother.
Yeah, man, the fans will probably want to see that too. And Mean Gene continues to instigate. Come on down.
Yeah,
you ain't got anything better to
come
do,
on, make
bitch.
the match.
Piper says, look, come on. You're lucky she's here. My arm's sore. I got a strep throat.
For a month and a half.
He said, I got main events to do, or else I'd kick both your asses back to Fiji and to Grandma. And Rena says, it wouldn't just be an honor for me. It'd be an honor for the fans. And Piper said it would not be.
No, it would not. Which was a great response, by the way.
And Mean Gene said, look at a backpedal. Mean Gene, if you don't fucking shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Piper's coming with some great off-the-cuff shit, though. He said he'd wipe out the whole Snuka clan.
Snuka.
You done, Snuka Jr. Snuka Jr. clan's going down.
That's my Halo 3 team.
Snuka Jr.
clan. But yeah, Piper says, as the commissioner, I have a responsibility to do my job and make main events. So tonight's main event is going to be Buff Bagwell and Vampiro against the British Storm and Kurt Hennig. What?
What you mean? He spun the wheel and he got his main
brain.
Today,
dude,
we're making our main event.
They couldn't have made the main event with all those guys involved in a segment. They had to do this shit instead.
Yo, you don't want to see Ian Harrison?
I don't know. First of all, no. Second of all,
he's
what
British.
about Jimmy Snuka Jr.?
Yeah, why'd you put Junior in the main event?
Junior gets a little matchup here in a minute against one of the legends.
Not the main event, though.
He deserves the main event, brother.
Well, Tony, it was the main event. It just wasn't the main event, brother.
Oh, you're right. Now you're spitting.
Well, thankfully, we're at the intermission of the show where Brian Knobs is here to tell us everything we just watched.
He's here to tell you how good the show has been.
This is my plus 20 moment of the night. I don't know.
We should do this in the middle of our shows too. Come up on screen and say, "Hey, hasn't this been awesome, guys?"
We probably have to explain what's happening on the show. It seems a lot of people don't seem to grasp all of that. So
it's kind of tough. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you know that Josh Matthews was the runner-up in the Tough Enough series?
Oh, that's true. And you may have noticed some of Rena's bodyguards, boys, and they were well-known wrestlers. These are the 3 bodyguards: the Barbarian, Tugboat, and 4x4 of Master P's posse. Listen, dude. No fucking way was that the Tugboat and the Barbarian.
Just making shit up.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Just making shit up.
Just guys at the gym that calls himself Tugboat, you know.
That's my man, the Barbarian. You might know
Buddy,
him.
the Barbarian.
And this guy's name is 4x4 from Masterpiece Posse.
It's a long one. I don't know how you fit that in
John Blood.
That is John Flood.
Did you guys know that Dresden is German?
Dude, I've actually...
With a Z?
I've been unable to not know that.
Did you know Greg Valentine is Brian Knobs' brother-in-law?
He was denied another match, too, and his good friend Jim Duggan stopped by to say his famous catchphrase, "Hey, yo."
Oh, he didn't even say that. He said XWF.
How do you not know? Hey, yo.
That's right. Did the Shane twins go to WWE? Well, who were they in the WWE?
Shane twins were the Gemini. They were
What
with
year was that?
Simon
Shane twins at all?
Dean in 2005. They were the Shane twins in OVW.
Oh, okay, that's probably why I remember. Okay.
Yeah, they were with Simon Dean. They were the Gemini.
Did you know that The Wall was on this show?
Yeah, thank you, Brian Knobs. I actually
cool.
didn't know that.
The Road Warriors and Nasty Boys start their feud over. Roddy Piper is trying to figure out where the bodies are. Somebody has to find out, and somebody will eventually.
Get nasty.
But thankfully, we have Kid Cash defending the Cruiserweight title.
I had high hopes here. I gotta let you know.
I did have high hopes, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
me too.
And in the main event, which I had super high hopes for.
And one of many main events here tonight.
Well, thankfully, next up, we have Kid Cash versus AJ Styles.
AJ Styles also coming out to a Last Resort cover, just a different part of the song.
That's
He's
good
coming out
use
to
of
a chorus
resources right
cover.
there.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I thought in my head, this is going to be pretty damn cool.
There's no way that this, 1, doesn't get some time, 2, isn't sweet.
Well,
I was wrong both times.
how did this happen?
I don't know.
They just do a regular shine here, and the crowd is reacting like you mentioned. Hogan is slamming Andre in this building, which is unbelievable.
And they're doing nothing.
It's literally nothing. Fucking
Andy
hammerlock.
Drop kick, yeah, like nothing crazy here or anything.
Well, AJ does his patented drop kick here.
Yes, it felt weird though.
Yeah, because when he gets up to taunt at the end, he doesn't do the arms. He does one arm up awkwardly.
Nation.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, that was so weird. He hasn't figured out his taunt yet.
Cash goes off the top. Styles tries to roll out of the way, but gets caught by a clothesline.
He pump faked him. That was awesome.
Kid Cash goes for the triangle cross body, and then hits the J Driller for the win.
Yeah, dude, Moneymaker and just beats him. I was like, dude, they gave the goddamn South Philly posse so much more time than this. What the fuck?
I genuinely have no idea what the thought process was.
I was pissed.
I can't imagine there was much.
No.
This was just like a WWF Cruiserweight TV match or something. You know, like they got time to fill, so let's do this match.
I guess so, man. Yeah, we got to save some time for Jimmy Snuka Jr.
Well, that match is crazy as hell, so. But what you gonna do, brother, when Hulk Hogan in the XWF dude run wild on you?
Dude, this is my favorite goddamn Hogan XWF thing ever. It's the shortest one, but Hogan is standing there, XWF shirt, XWF popping up behind him, and when he says XWF, he's trying to pantomime XWF with his arms, so he does X and then gets lost after because he doesn't know how to do a W, and he just X and then fucking flails his arms around. It is so goddamn funny.
So backstage, Rena is talking to 3 women.
Is this the Nitro girls? Who are these girls?
Yeah, so I read the comments in the video. Someone said it was Gorgeous George, Kimona Wanalea, and some other girl.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know who this was.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what it said in the comments. I don't know if that's true or not.
Okay.
You can believe the YouTube comments. They would never lie.
Yeah, why would they lie? Exactly, Tony. Like, no one's going to XWF and lying on the video. You know?
No prima donnas here, brother.
But Rena sees the sneaky cam trying to get. I don't know what they were even going to go with this. I can't imagine it was anything great.
It was the girls asking, hey, can we get a booking?
No, actually.
Can you book us to wrestle? They're the X-Girls, by the way. That was the name of this posse.
Is that right?
Right.
Did they say
I think
that?
that's what I think I read that somewhere, that, or maybe it was on the Observer, that these are the X-Girls.
Oh, okay, wow.
Yeah. By the way, the graphic before this, they show to hype up the Jimmy Snuka Jr. match, which is Jimmy Snuka Jr. against Vapor with Sonny Ono, and Sonny is spelled wrong. It's Sony Ono.
Yeah, that's right.
I was like, have I been fucking doing this wrong the whole time? No, they did it wrong.
Oh, damn.
Yoko
I didn't
Ono.
even notice that.
Sony Unu.
So we have Vapor versus Jimmy Snuka Jr.
And of course, we talked about this last time. Vapor is Ryan Sakota, who was in WWE for a cup of coffee.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So JSJ, as they call him, this guy.
JST.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you know that makes a lot more sense. I don't know how they would call it JSJ. JST starts off the match here, right off the rip.
USA.
So loud.
It is peaked out crazy.
It's deafening. It's Hogan against the fucking Iron Sheik loud USA chant.
Dude, right when Vapor comes out, I think that's when it starts, right? During his entrance?
He just comes out and for some reason starts screaming USA. He hasn't done anything.
So JST starts with the double Irish whip combo, which is very crazy. That is innovative, if anything.
It is. They're trying to do some shit here.
Double Irish whip into the Roddy Slam. I mean, this dude maybe has something here, brother.
Roddy Slam, I was blown away by. I was like, there's no way this was around yet.
Yeah, Roddy said, damn, that is awesome. Good shit. He's right backstage with the boys.
Wow, I'm very impressed by Snuka Jr.
Yeah, Snuka Jr.'s got something, dude. Me and Jack Evans can be having this guy. So, double Irish whip, Roddy Slam. Jerry Lawler says Yoko Ono by accident on commentary. Yoko Ono.
Shit.
I mean, Sonny Ono. My bad. Vapor hits him with the patented push on the chest in the corner here.
Of course, that's what he always did.
One of his best moves. Oh, wait a minute. There it is. Boot happens the second time around, thankfully.
Yes, that's right.
And Vapor gets accidentally distracted by Sony Ono, and JST hits the swinging neck breaker for it too.
Please put some respect on the wrestling legend. That's the shake, rattle, and roll
Oh,
that
sorry.
he just did there.
I'm sorry. I apologize. So Sonny Ono gets in the ring, but Jimmy Snuka is here to possibly kill him. Oh wait, no,
that's right, brother.
He's just chopping him. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm
sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I apologize.
He does chop him. Yeah, he chops the shit out of him in the corner as Vapor beats Snuka Jr.'s ass in the corner.
Yeah, man, got JST with a jumping face buster. I don't know what it was. Yeah, I thought it was a DDT at first, and then it turned into something else. I don't know what was happening.
Okay, yeah. So Jimmy Snuka Irish whips Sony Ono into the middle, and Snuka Jr. reverse whips Vapor.
What is this? What is this segment? All right.
Into the middle, and the Vapor bumps into Sony Ono, and then Snuka Jr. invents the tornado flat DDT.
That was crazy.
I've never seen that shit. Like, this is real.
He's an innovator.
And then Jimmy hits the worst backbreaker. Roddy decided on that day backstage that he was never going to let anyone hit that shit like that ever again.
He's going to save the backbreaker after Jimmy Snuka. Maybe, because I thought Jimmy Snuka was just going to like do a gentle body slam.
Why not?
Backbreaker Sony Ono.
And both of them go to the top rope and...
Okay, dude. I was blown away here because they have them lined up. Sony Ono and Vapor are laying there. Sony Ono is laying how you think when somebody would take the Superfly Splash, and Vapor is laying the long way.
Yeah, that's right.
What the fuck is happening here?
Well, Jimmy Snuka hits the splash. It's even funnier because he does the taunt, and then you look over to Jimmy Snuka Jr., and he doesn't do the taunt. I don't know what he does. He just puts his hands
he's got to figure out how to fucking hit this long way.
Wait, what's your move? What am I doing?
Why am I up here?
Yeah, what the fuck? So, yeah, Jimmy Snuka does his just fine, just kind of jumps right off, and Jimmy Snuka Jr. jumps about 45 feet in the air and has to swing his body. Right.
But he hits that shit, though. He hits
that shit. You're
It's
right,
RVD
man.
Frog Splash-esque when he turns to the side doing the weird frog splash. Crazy.
You're right.
man.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
So-
And they both cover both Sony Ono and Vapor, and the referee counts both pinfalls.
Double pin. Yeah,
the
let's
Snookas
go.
win. Snooka Clan wins.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The beautiful people.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that was a really nice father-son situation.
Yeah, there was probably much more of the father-son situations they had later on in life and before this.
The police were backstage waiting. Police were backstage waiting for the match to be over.
Oh, no, brother, that wasn't me. That was Snuka Jr.
We got you, dude. We got you red-handed.
Oh, shit.
So now we got the goddamn main event of this fucking show.
The last match of the history of the XWF is right here.
Man, this is crazy. So we got the British Storm, Ian Harrison, and Kurt Hennig, and they're facing off against Buff Bagwell and Vampiro.
Correct. And Ian Harrison, the British Storm, looks like WCW's Sarge on all of the drugs you could possibly find. And Vampiro comes out looking like he's on also all the drugs you could find, just not ones to improve your physique.
Dude, there's two sides of the spectrums of drugs, and you're looking at both of them in this match.
It's really a sight to be seen.
Dude, Ian Harrison is so juicy. It's fucking like...
He's
unbelievable, really.
Dripping. Dude, he's like bursting
he's
at the seams.
radioactive.
He is radioactive.
He's
And Jerry Lawler wants you to know how fucking ugly he is still. 3 shows running.
Holy man. All right, so Bobby Heenan introduces the British Storm, Ian Harrison, and Kurt Hennig to the ring.
Right. Yes.
And look, you mentioned this earlier. I just want to reiterate. I've been watching a lot of wrestling in my life,
I'm with you, James. 100%.
I've watched a lot of wrestling in my fucking life. But this interaction between Ian Harrison and Vampiro to start this match off has got to be the worst goddamn sequence I've ever seen in my life.
A legendary back-to-back all-time worst on this show.
I have legit never seen anything worse than this. This was two guys that have no idea where they're at or what they're doing.
Not a clue.
And it's a rough one. Well, Buff Bagwell gets in, and he punches Kurt Hennig out of the ring. And he calls to Bobby Heenan, but Ian Harrison's so fucking ugly. He's so ugly. He scares Bobby Heenan away.
Bobby Heenan forgets he's on his team and he runs away. By the way, I will give the British Storm Ian Harrison, this big ugly freak, a little credit here. He does hit Vampiro with the Chokenstein. Which was fucking awesome.
Holy shit.
I was back on board. And that's all that I needed.
That's the goat right there, Ian Harrison, man. That's
there might
all
not be a better wrestling name move. Chokenstein and dude, how like CZW had it figured out. 2 best moves ever: Chokenstein and the mother effing bomb.
Dude, I like the decapitator too. I think that
what
was
about
like
the Percocet?
Percocet's man, that move is crazy as fuck.
It is fucking nuts.
Yeah,
right?
so a lot of W's coming out of CZW, a lot of not W's coming out of XWF, but we take them where we can get them.
What do you mean, dude? It's the best guest super, brother.
All right, so Ian Harrison is only doing closed-fisted punches, which is illegal, by the way, but whatever.
Tony Schiavone, when Ian Harrison gets tagged in, by the way, says, "Oh, here's the workhorse of the team." Fuck you.
All right, man.
Fuck you.
Kurt Hennig probably beat his ass backstage or some shit.
He said, "I quit. I'm going to be in the Royal Rumble."
So Ian Harrison with the worst fucking gorilla press slam of all time.
Mother bomb.
Dude, I don't even want to call it that because it's so fucked up.
Bad.
It is legit. I've never seen someone go like fucking Titanic style. Like
that
Vampiro was like
unbelievable way to put it.
He like pushed up on one side, but Ian Harrison for some reason wouldn't get off his crotch. It's like, dude, lift his fucking legs up. He's like on his cock, just fucking holding his cock. Like, what is gonna happen here, man?
Vampiro's cock is so heavy that it's weighing down the right side of his body. So Titanic style is an unbelievable way to describe
Shit is crazy as fuck, man. This has got to be the worst finish of all time. This has to be the worst.
It's bad.
So Buff and Vampiro go back to back.
Yes.
As Kurt and Ian Harrison get back in the ring, and they try to hold them off. For some reason, in a tag match, they do a back to back against the numbers spot
against 2 people.
What the fuck? It's 2-on-2.
Well, Ian Harrison's the size of 4 dudes, so maybe that's the difference here.
Well, Vampiro kicks Ian Harrison out of the ring. And I'm guessing Ian Harrison forgot that Vampiro was going to dive on him to the outside.
Okay, I thought the same thing. I was wondering what happened there.
So Vampiro was probably supposed to dive on the outside and then the flash pin.
Right.
But Ian Harrison wasn't in the spot, and Vampiro's not going to hurt himself.
Right.
So he went up to dive, and then he just got back down and he looked at him.
And yells at him.
He's yelling at him and shit, yeah. He just stands there. And in the background, Kurt Hennig rolls up Buff Bagwell, and they win.
They win, and not only that, they win. Vampiro still staring at Ian Harrison, does not know he lost the match, despite the fact that the other team's music is playing, and the announcer just announced that Hennig and Ian Harrison won the match.
He's probably thinking of how he's going to fucking wrangle his neck backstage when they get back there. You piece of shit. Dude, you blew the finish.
He's got a big log of shit to leave in Ian Harrison's bag. He's brewing up a fucking fat shit for him.
Dude. So, all right, this gets even crazier. So Buff is now mad at Vampiro because he stood there like an idiot and watched him lose.
Yes.
They go chest to chest. They have not fought yet. They're just chest to chest. A little push, maybe.
Little shove, yes.
Little shove. I thought we were getting a Christopher Daniels run-in. I was like, oh my God, the main event push for Daniels?
They're about to push the higher power.
Well, no, the whole roster comes out to separate these two, and they weren't even fighting.
They were not fighting. They haven't come to blows yet. But the roster knew that if Buff Bagwell and Vampiro were to touch anymore, that it would let loose an explosion like they've never seen before.
I love that Christopher Daniels was running so quickly to get out there. He was the first one in the ring.
He's also the last one you see, I think, on the shot, too.
So, yeah, man, there you go. That's the main event. It is rough one, man.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something, dude. I've been hanging and banging with the lost episodes of the XWF, dude. Let me do this hand sign real quick for you.
Holy shit, man.
Wow, what a run for the XWF.
They went out with a bang.
They went out with something, dude.
Yeah.
Brother. Well,
I'll tell
Knobs has got some more to tell you, bro. Come on now. Can't forget
Well,
about
of course,
Knobs
Brian
here.
Knobs has to close the show out because he has to explain what just happened, as if he did not watch the show.
Well, sure, he can't expect you to fucking pay attention to this shit. So
Brian Knobs says, brother, it was all coming together really nice. And then the music cuts out. He takes the glasses off. But sadly, 4 of our brothers have passed away.
Oh.
I was like, okay, all right, damn.
That's fucking sad.
So he mentions The Wall, Rocco Rock, Road Warrior Hawk, and Kurt Hennig.
Mm-hmm.
And the picture they used for Kurt Hennig here
is
absolutely ridiculous. It's Kurt Hennig in a Buff Bagwell hat. I've never seen this picture ever in my life. I looked for it. I tried to find the picture. I think it was like a personal Brian Knobs picture or something.
It must have been from the tapings.
Yeah, because I legit have never seen that picture before.
They probably told him to take promo pictures. This is what he did for his promo photo.
Fucking around.
Give me the hat.
As James said, a very somber moment where he's talking about the guys that have passed away. They show the graphic. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to go back to the main menu and check out the bonus match between my friend Hulk Hogan and Kurt Hennig with his agent Bobby Heenan. Fucking hell.
Yeah, man, I'm not going to do that.
No, God. Well, we do, actually. We watched it on Patreon.
Yeah. Well, we did it before you asked, so.
That's true. Patreon.com/DeadlockPW. Check out. We watched it. Watch this. I forget what episode number it was, but it was on there. And that is the story of the fucking XWF, man. That was, I truly can't believe that there's no more to watch of this. Because there's more that happened, for sure. We know that it did.
Yeah, there is a lot more, actually. I don't know where it's at.
There's a match. Who was it? Terry Funk fought Greg the Hammer Valentine in a bloody match at a house show, I guess. Never saw that.
That sounds nuts.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.